my loves. In case you didn't already know from the multitude of times I whined about it on social media, I came down with the flu really recently and I was kind of down and out for a while. And it was the worst possible timing to get sick. I got sick right before I had to do my Lane Bryant meetup. And, you know, I had literally like a week to get better. I don't get sick very frequently, but when I do, I tend to kick its butt pretty quickly. This flu kind of had me down and out for maybe like 2 days and then it was over. It was the weirdest like strain of the flu I'd ever gotten, but I do think I've kind of become a pro for my 21 years at, you know, making myself feel better. So I thought I would share a few of my tips and tricks with you guys. So these are my tips to getting over the flu or the cold super fast this season. In this video, I'm not going to be talking about the obvious like, you know, cough drops and Dayquil and NyQuil and that kind of stuff. I'm really just going to be talking about my tips that maybe you don't know about that really helped me feel better fast. One of my biggest tips for when you feel sick is to stay hydrated. I drank just obscene amounts of water, like 2 gallons a day while I was sick, because it really helps to flush everything out. It helps you stay hydrated. One of the worst things when you're sick is being dehydrated, and it can lead to headaches and much more serious medical issues. So one of my favorite ways to stay hydrated is with fruit infused water. Now, this is my personal favorite bottle to do this in. You might recognize this if you've been watching my videos for like the last half year. This is a bottle from FabFitFun, and basically it just has like this, I'll actually show it to you. It has this little container where you're supposed to put in your fruit, and then it sifts it into the water. So it infuses the flavor of the fruit without getting chunks of, you know, the fruit in there. So you still have just like basic water. It just tastes amazing. Mine right now, and there are so many recipes for these online. There are like very specific ones where you can do like mint and lemon, and it's supposed to help with bloating. My personal favorite right now is, as you can see, I'll tell you, I have blackberries at the bottom, I have a very large kiwi, I have a few raspberries, and then more blackberries at the top, and it tastes so good. Typically, I just let mine sit for like 30 minutes before I start drinking it, and the longer you're going to leave this in, the more flavorful it's going to be. I don't really talk about this bottle very frequently because it was a FabFitFun exclusive for the summer VIP box. But now when you purchase your winter VIP box, you get this bottle for free, and it is my personal favorite to do this with. So I'm going to leave the coupon code for it down below. It's kind of just a deal for you guys if you want to use it. Now this does not come with the winter VIP box. You have to enter my coupon code, which will be down below. But basically you enter it when you buy your VIP winter box from FabFitFun. It will show a 1-cent discount, and that's how you know that it worked. And then you get your bottle. This is my personal favorite to do infused water with. It makes it so simple, and these are really nice durable bottles. I also think it's super cute because at the bottom here it says Grab Life by the exercise balls. I use this bottle constantly just for everything, and I think it's really nice for this purpose in particular. So if you are interested in this bottle, you cannot get it anywhere else, so I will have that coupon code linked down below for you. While I'm at it, I'll also link down below for you my winter VIP boxing in case you want to see what you would get in the winter VIP box. I think it was their highest valued box yet. It's all full-size products, and it's a mixture of like lifestyle and beauty. It's one of my favorite subscription services. Actually, I think it is like my favorite subscription box that I get. So yeah, it's definitely a good time to get yourself some full-size beauty products as well as this bad boy. But this is one of my favorite ways to stay hydrated because it gives the water some flavor, but you are still just drinking water. So you're keeping yourself hydrated while, you know, having a nice time doing it because it tastes really good. So I really like doing this, and again, if you want to try out my if you want to try out my recipe, I don't even know where that came from. If you want to try out my recipe, it's just a handful of blackberries, a large kiwi, or a large chunk of kiwi, some raspberries, and then I add a tiny bit more blackberries on top. Super good, and you can always look up other recipes, but yeah, that's my number 1 way to get better fast. My number 2 is kind of contradictory because it is tea, and tea can dehydrate you, but my trick for doing this is I will make my tea and I will basically have a like glass of water right after. So if I'm going to be drinking 2 cups of tea in a night, which if you are, you'll want to make sure it's caffeine free. But if I'm drinking like 2 cups of tea, I'll do a cup, I'll have some water, and then I'll do my other cup, then I'll have another glass of water. That way I'm not getting dehydrated, but I'm also getting the benefits of herbal tea. I'm also getting that really nice like warm, you know, hot liquid, because that feels really, really, really nice when you've been coughing a lot or you have a sore throat. So my personal favorite right now, I know I talked about this recently, but it is is the Bigelow Peppermint Bark Minty Chocolate Herb Tea. This is so good, and you really don't have to add anything, but if you do need to sweeten it, I definitely recommend using honey because that also is really nice when you have a sore throat. But this is an amazing, amazing tea. It's an amazing dessert tea as well. So I'll have something like this, or I'll have green tea is really ridiculously good for you. Just some sort of herbal tea, preferably non-caffeinated if you're having it in the evening, and you know, just make sure to keep up with your water in between cups. My next tip is probably kind of silly, but really hear me out on it. It's to keep up with your skincare. A lot of the times my skin suffers so badly when I'm sick. My skin is extremely dry to begin with, and it just gets even drier when I'm sick. One of the products I really like to throw into the mix is my Borghese Moisture Intensifier. I usually use this at night underneath my other skincare, so I will use it under my moisturizer to really, really lock it in and to add an extra layer of moisture. But I like to use this during the day when I'm sick just to make sure I'm not getting too dry, because you know that kind of tip of your nose will get dry, maybe you'll get dry in other places, but this really kind of keeps that from happening, and it's a really nice added skincare benefit. I also would recommend a mask of some kind. I like to use mud masks because I genuinely feel like they draw out any impurities in your skin, and it almost like brings the toxins to the surface, if you will. So I really like, again, the Borghese. I really love these products, in case you did not already know. Active Mud for Face and Body Mask. I know there's also, if you're needing to get one like today, there is like a mud mask that CVS carries and Walmart carries. I don't know. I think it's called the Queen Helene mask. But this one's really nice. It has like a very slightly mint smell to it, and it just feels really good on the skin. It kind of tightens things up. It makes you feel, I don't know, it just makes your skin feel nice. So I like to use that as well. The final skincare product I need to show you is hand cream. Am I the only one whose hands get so unbearably dry when I'm sick? It's so strange. My personal favorite hand cream is from Soap & Glory, and this is the Hand Food hand cream. And I like to just put this on as often as I need it, but particularly right now I have like this really bad dry patch on the back of my hand from being sick that's still trying to heal. So I'll really focus it there throughout the day and make sure that I put it on when I do need it, because it really sinks in quite quickly. It's not greasy and it smells really good. So I really like this, and it's not a chore to put this one on throughout the day, because like I said, I'm not out of commission for like 5 minutes while my hand cream soaks in. So those are kind of my like skincare goodies for when you're not feeling so hot. My fourth tip is to get sleep. Sleep as much as you possibly can. If you can, take a day and just snooze. Keep yourself hydrated, wake up as often as you need to keep yourself hydrated, but sleep it off. I had a day when I first got sick that I literally could sleep, and that's all I did. I slept for like 15 hours, and I felt so much better the next day. It wasn't even funny. Not everyone gets that luxury, so you know, if you can't, just try really hard to get a full 8 hours of sleep that night. Try really hard to, you know, like just take it easy on yourself, give yourself a break, don't push yourself too hard, and you will be over it before you know it. Those are my tips for feeling a little bit better and kicking your cold/flu in the boo hiney. And if you are feeling sick, I hope you feel better soon. And if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. And until next time, I love you so very much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.